Imagine you are traveling in a train. You're extremely happy and the passengers sitting in that train are all very eager to meet their relatives. The train is passing over a bridge. It is monsoon season and the river is in full flood. Everything is going normally, but suddenly something happens which makes the train slip off the track and the entire train falls into the river. Just the thought of it makes your soul shiver. But this is not imagination, it is a true incident. Moreover, there was a train accident in which two trains collided so fast that their carriages were completely destroyed and all the passengers inside died. In this video, we are going to talk about 3 of the most dangerous train accidents which will shock you when you hear about them. Bihar train disaster, 1981, 6 June 1981. The monsoon had fully descended in Bihar with full force. Darkness was all around. It was raining continuously and the rivers were at their peak. That night, a passenger train that was taking people to their homes, everyone was happy to go home. But no one knew that this would be their last day. The entire train was full, approximately 800 to 1000 passengers. Some were going to their village, some to meet relatives, and some in search of work. The train was overcrowded. People were hanging on doors, sitting on roofs. No one realized that everything would end in a few minutes. At night, the train was passing over a bridge on the Bagmati river. Due to heavy rain, the river was already in flood. The water level had risen and the current under the bridge was strong. The tracks were wet, visibility was very low, nothing was clearly visible. Suddenly the train driver felt something unusual. Either the brakes were applied or the train's balance was disturbed. The exact reason is still unclear, but what happened was horrifying. Several carriages of the train derailed and fell straight into the flood-filled Bagmati river. Screams erupted all around. Darkness, heavy rain, flowing water, people couldn't understand what had happened. Many passengers got trapped in water. Many were crushed inside carriages. Rescue immediately was almost impossible because the river's current was extremely strong and resources were extremely limited. According to official records, more than 500 people died in this accident, but local people and several reports suggest the number could be more than 700. Many bodies were never found. They were carried away by the river. This was not just an accident, it was a warning that a small mistake can swallow hundreds of lives. Even today, the Bihar train disaster is counted among the most horrific railway accidents in India. A night that still screams silently in the pages of history. Morin derailment, France 1917, 12 December 1917. This was the time when World War I was at its peak. Everywhere was death and destruction. During this time, French soldiers were given a few days' leave. After months, they were returning home to meet their loved ones and feel some peace. But little did they know that this journey would be their last. A train departed from Saint-Michel-Maurienne, France. It was not an ordinary train. It carried approximately 900 to 1000 French soldiers. The train was severely overcrowded. But during wartime, this was not unusual. Often this happened. The biggest problem in this train was the braking system. Most of the carriages either had only hand brakes or no proper brakes at all. The train had to pass through a steep downhill route. As the train went down, its speed kept increasing. The driver tried to control the speed, but the brakes were not working. The train was now racing at deadly speed. Ahead was a dangerous curve, and this time the train could not handle it. With a loud sound, the train derailed. The carriages collided with each other. The wooden coaches broke and were completely destroyed. Due to oil and gas, a fire broke out and the entire area became a fire zone within moments. The trapped soldiers did not even get a chance to escape. In this accident, it is believed that approximately 675 to 800 soldiers died. The number was so large that the French government kept this accident secret for a long time to prevent public morale from breaking during the war. Even today, this accident is considered one of the most horrific railway events in history. A disaster where soldiers survived the war, but the system's failure did not let them live. Syria railway disaster 1917, 13th January 1917. It was a cold night in Romania during the most dangerous phase of World War I. The German army was advancing and ordinary people were fleeing with whatever they could to save their lives. Near Sayuria station, a train was standing. This train was not just a train, it was the last hope for people. For this reason, the train became severely overcrowded. Women, children and elderly all wanted to board the train. No one cared about tickets or rules. The only goal was to escape the German attack. But the weather made the situation worse. Heavy snowfall was occurring. The tracks were covered in snow. The train's braking system was already weak, and due to the cold, the brakes completely failed. As the train gained speed, the driver tried to stop it, but it was too late. The uncontrollable train went straight onto another track. In just a few seconds, a horrific collision occurred. The carriages piled up on each other. The collision was so terrible that the carriages were completely destroyed. After the collision, fire broke out and many people were trapped inside. There was no way out. All around was fire, smoke and screams. In this accident, it is believed that 800 to 1,000 people died. The exact number is still unclear because many bodies were burned and many people were never identified. The Syria railway disaster was not just an accident, it was a reality of that era, where the fear of war, nature's strike and system failure combined to create a tragedy that took hundreds of innocent lives. Even today, the Syria disaster is counted among the world's largest railway disasters, a moment when people were running to escape the enemy and lost to fate. Conclusion. These were three of the most horrifying train accidents that shook all of humanity. Trains are usually 500 to 600 meters. Sometimes their length can reach 1 kilometer. But imagine a train that is not 2-3 kilometers but 7 kilometers. And the weight of several trains ranges from 400 to 90,000 tons. Just hearing this is mind-blowing. This is true. Like, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.